We had a diplomatic incident last month, and a lot of Americans didn't even know what happened. The government of France did something they haven't done in hundreds of years. They recalled their ambassador to the United States. They also accused the United States of behaving in a manner that is, quote, unacceptable between allies and partners. No, it wasn't a cheese embargo that made the French mad. They were angry that the Biden administration agreed to provide nuclear-powered submarines to Australia. France had wanted to sell its own submarines, and the Biden administration effectively killed that deal. It hurt France, and they were mad about it. Now, we haven't had a problem with France this profound since, to be specific, 1798. John Adams was president then, and the interesting thing is he had no idea that we had a problem with France. It took months for words to reach him back in Washington that American and French diplomats were fighting with one another. By the time Adams learned about this diplomatic dispute, which became known as the XYZ affair, it was too late to stop it. A naval war, mostly fought in the Caribbean, broke out between the United States and France. So the lesson from that conflict was pretty simple. If you're going to run the United States, you have to be pretty aware of what the rest of the world is doing, particularly major world powers, particularly your allies. So with that in mind, John Kerry, the former Secretary of State, now our climate czar, was asked what happened here. And his response was really simple. Like John Adams, Joe Biden had no idea that the French were upset. Now, unlike John Adams, our current president has the benefit of cell phones and the internet. But he still didn't know. Joe Biden didn't know because he's in mental decline. There are a lot of things he doesn't know, including when our allies are furious with us and start withdrawing their ambassadors. So Kerry was asked to explain all this by a French news channel. Why did the Biden administration cut France out of a nuclear submarine deal with Australia? And his response was amazing. He said Joe Biden did this because Joe Biden was completely unaware there was a problem in the first place.